Hello everyone, this is Harminder Suri from Toronto Drivers, your one-stop shop for all the driving solutions. Welcome to another video on the G2 route series videos. In this video, I'm going to show you the Etobicoke route. The Etobicoke route was popularly known as the Mississauga route. However, now they have a separate drive test center in Mississauga, so this becomes the Etobicoke or the Eglinton route. So let's take a look at this route, and remember, in all my videos, in all the G2 route or the coming up G route videos, I'm going to share tips and pointers that you want to keep in mind in order to pass the road test. So please make sure you watch the videos all the way through the end so that you don't miss out on any pointer. Remember, these pointers, this video alone can help you pass your road test in the first attempt. So please make sure you watch the video carefully and jot down all the points so that you remember them when you're doing your road test. So let's take a look at the Eglinton Drive Test Center.
Alright friends, so this is the Etobicoke. This is the Etobicoke Eglinton Drive Test Center. This is what it looks like. Let me show you the aerial view of the Drive Test Center. So this is what it looks like. So this is the picture you saw earlier. Now this is where you park for your drive test. So you see these small little black spots here. These are the spots, these are the numbered spots where you're expected to park for the test. And on the side here, this is where you do parallel parking. You see there's obviously you can't see the pylons, but you see these two dots. So these are two pylons, and you see the cars between these two dots. They are trying to parallel park. So let me do a close-up view. This is how it looks like. Now look, let me zoom in. So these are the pylons. You see there's a wide space. You can easily fit in a pickup truck in between two pylons. And if you're doing it in a sedan, you have a lot of space to parallel park, so you don't have to worry about hitting the pylon at the back. So here's one set of pylons, and this is another set of pylons where you're expected to parallel park. Now let me go back to the aerial view. Okay, now before I go there, so these are the numbered spots where you're expected to park. Now, when you're going for the test, you can use this strategy. When you go for the test, you don't want to park too close to the pylons. This is where the pylons are. You don't want to park somewhere here, because, then in that case, you will have to do parallel parking as the first thing on the test, because it's closer. They take you to do the parallel park, and then they start the test. What I used to do was I used to park somewhere here, somewhere far, which is closer to the road. So you would come out this way and go for the test straight away, and then come back and do the parallel parking at the end. Why you want to do parallel parking at the end is because you don't want to, if you're not very good at parallel parking, and if it doesn't go well due to some reason on the test, that's gonna bother you throughout the test. And since that's the first thing, it will mess up your entire test. You will keep thinking about the test, and you would make other mistakes, which you don't want to. So try to park somewhere here strategically. Now I'm going to go back to the aerial view. I want to share a couple of pointers with you. Now you see here, okay, now look at this part here. Now if you park somewhere here or here, you see this is an uncontrolled intersection. Now there's cars coming from here, and there's cars coming from here. Now some of my students have failed right at the drive test center when they were coming out. Now what happened was they were waiting here, and there was a car coming from here. Actually, they were not waiting, so they didn't stop here. So they came from here, and they didn't stop. There was a car coming, and they were about to hit the car, and the examiner had to brake. So what you want to do is you want to be very careful and take a pause here. Even though there's no stop sign for you, you still should pause, take a little pause. Even if you don't pause, you slow down a bit, you look on both the sides, and then you turn. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to come to a complete stop, but make sure you look, because like they say, a lot of collisions take place in parking lots. This is the reason, because there's in the parking lot, it's all uncontrolled intersections, and a lot of people don't pay attention and they get hit. So yeah, you want to be very careful here. So let's say if you do not do parallel parking as the first thing on the test, you would come out this way, and then you make a right here, and you come out this way. And if you do parallel parking, so then if you do it here, then in both the cases, I think they'll bring you from here. You make a left here, and then you come out this way. Now, let me go back to the close-up view. I want to show you something here. One of my students failed because of this. He was a very good student. He would have passed with 100. I was so confident about him. However, he missed the stop sign here by Mr. Sub. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, you see the stop sign? The stop sign, because this is hiding behind the trees. This person was nervous. First thing on the test, he missed the stop sign and he failed. So you don't want to miss the stop sign. So make sure you do a complete stop, look for traffic on the left and right, and then move forward. Now,
sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to quickly ask you this question. Hey, let me know how I'm doing so far, because I've just started the series of G2 route videos, and if you could give me a feedback as to how I'm doing so far, it will help me improve my videos. Tell me what I'm doing good, tell me what I'm not doing good, so that I can add those things in the videos that are coming up and make very nice videos for you. So please help me help you pass the road test. And also, if you could take 2 seconds of your time to answer this question, I don't know, it's here or here, it would be wonderful. Thank you, and please continue watching this video.
this is another stop sign coming out on the road. This is Eglinton, and the stop sign is posted little behind the sidewalk. So if you watched my video on where to stop at the stop sign, you would know that you could go up to here, up to the sidewalk, so that you could get a clear view on both the sides, here and here, and then you can make the right turn. Now, making the right turn here is tricky. Now, there's a lot of, you've already seen how many instances you could fail in. The drive test center is really tricky, and this is why a lot of people fail in Eglinton. So there's a lot of little things that you need to remember. So this is one of those things. Now here the speed limit is 60. When you make a turn, you want to be able to get up to that speed of the traffic so that you don't impede anyone. Now, you'd really be lucky if the light, you see the lights here? Yeah, these lights. If these lights are red, if these lights are red, then you would not have to worry about any cars coming from that side, and you can easily, get up to the speed of the traffic here. However, if there are cars coming and the cars in this lane, there's a car in this lane coming fast, you want to let the car go first before you make the right turn. And also pay attention to some to other cars in this lane, because sometimes people change lanes last minute. So if they have an indicator on for the right lane, then make sure you wait for those cars also before you make the right turn. And as soon as you make the right turn, so this is where you after waiting here, you can creep up. This car is probably doing the test. They are trying to make a right turn here. So this is where you would make the right turn. Now, okay, so here. Now, right after you make the right turn, you could be asked to make a left turn here. So this is really tricky. You see, you don't have much space there to switch lanes. So you'll have to switch 3 lanes, actually, 2 lanes. So from here to here and here to here. So you want to be very careful about this. Okay. Now, Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Let me go back to the aerial view. Okay, so, okay. You see, it's not too far. So you make a, hold on, no, yeah, so you make a right turn here. So after you make the right turn, you go into the right lane, again left lane, and another left lane to make a left turn here. Now, okay, so you could either be asked to make a left turn here. Here, you want to know that, you know, there's, okay, you see, there's a bike lane here. So it's only one lane. Okay, another pointer about the speed limit. Now, this is my observation, but you want to pay attention to the speed signs there. They may have changed. According to my observation, any two-lane road on this route is 60 kilometers per hour, and any one-lane road is 50 kilometers per hour. So Eglinton is 2 lanes, so it's all 60, and this lane is 1 lane here, so it's 50. So you want to keep in this lane. You don't want to go into the bike lane. Try not to hit the bike lane when you're driving, when you make the turn. So this is where you go. You keep going straight on this, and you go past this. Now you see in the bike lanes, this is just for you to know, right, where you can turn. So when the bike lane turns into from a solid line to a dotted line like this here, you are allowed to turn from here. Solid line means you can't cross it. Dotted line means you can cross. So, you know, usually you would see the dotted line at the intersection. So here there's a turn, so they have made a dotted line here. So just know that, you know, you can enter the other lane if you want to from the dotted line. And I'll show you, you know, this is usually for turns here. This is what I was talking about. So let's say you have to make a right turn here. So you don't have to wait here to make the right turn. So this has turned into a dotted line. So you can enter into this lane and stay closer, hug the curb in order to make the right turn. So this is satellite drive. Okay, now let me turn it a bit. Okay, okay, now here, satellite drive. So you keep going straight on this, and then they would ask you to make a left turn soon. Now this looks really far in the map, but it's not too far. Now from here, from satellite drive, you would go into the left lane here and make a left turn on Solar Drive. Now Solar Drive is where they bring you to do the 3-point turn. So you would make a left turn here. Now this is a really wide road. This is really wide. They could have made 2 lanes here easily. I don't know why they have only 1 lane here, but you gotta treat it as 1 lane because you don't have dotted lines here. Okay, so you can even drive in the middle of the road if you want. So now somewhere close to this is where they would ask you to do a 3-point turn. Somewhere around here. Hold on, no, it's somewhere here. Yes, so somewhere here is where they make you do a 3-point turn. Now this is really tricky. I'm gonna make a 3-point turn video for particularly this route because it's very wide. What happens is a lot of people, when they park here, they make a when they do the 3-point turn, they go up here and they don't come up to here. They just go slightly past the yellow line and they reverse and they start going into this lane. And some people have failed because they started driving in the wrong lane. So you want to use the full road, come up to here, go slightly back, and then get back into this lane to be able to, you know, score well and to pass the test. But yeah, watch out for my video coming up on the 3-point turn on this road or any wide road. So you do the 3-point turn and also you do the what do you call the hill parking here, right? they could ask you to do hill parking, uphill or downhill. Now, remember that if there's a fire hydrant there, you don't want to park close to a fire hydrant. So you do the 3-point turn. After the hill parking, you do a 3-point turn and you come back on this route. So you come back here and you make a right here. Now when you make a right here, you don't want, actually it's okay to hit the white line slightly, but try to avoid it if you can. And but yeah, don't try to drive too much in the bike lane or for too long in the bike lane. So you make the right turn here and you keep driving straight on Satellite Drive. And yeah, so again, so you come back here again, so straight through the lights there. The lights are, Matheson Boulevard. So you keep going, and again, so yes, keep going straight here, straight, one lane, that's all 50 speed limit, and back here. Okay, now this is another tricky part here. Okay, you see, this bike lane doesn't have a dotted line, it's all solid line here. So you have no option but to wait here. Now, some impatient drivers would want to use the bike lane to make a right turn. Let them do that. Let them do whatever they want. But you want to strictly stay in your lane. That is the middle lane. This one is for turning left. This is a left turn lane. You want to stay in the middle lane. And you want to watch out for cars coming from this side. So remember, they are coming at a speed of 60. So you only want to turn when you're confident that you will not impede the traffic. So you would creep up and then make a right turn here. Okay, so you keep going straight in the right lane, and then here they will ask you to switch lanes because at the lights coming up, you're going to have to turn left. So you switch to the left, be ready to switch to the left lane, and then you go into this turn lane, the left turn, sorry, actually not this left turn lane, that leads to the drive test center from here. This is where you went out from, but you're not turning left here. They will ask you to turn left at these lights. So you get into the left lane here and you make a left here on Rakeley Court. You make a left and you're back here at the drive test center. So this is where you are. So the back, this is the plaza, and you're back to the drive test center. You come back here, and then most likely, if you haven't done parallel parking, then they'll ask you to turn right and then turn left here to do the. Make sure you practice parallel parking really well because you cannot escape it. It's a must thing at this drive test center. Yes, reverse parking, there's only 5% chances that you'll have to do reverse parking at this drive test center. But parallel parking, it's 100% guaranteed. Okay, so that's that. So that's that about the route. There's another route that I'm gonna show you in the next video, but just remember these pointers for this particular route. And for the other route also, the pointers that I shared in the beginning would remain the same, but I'll show you what the route looks like. Well, I hope you like this video, and I hope you're able to remember these pointers when you do your test and pass it in the first attempt. And if you do pass the test in the first attempt, please come back and leave me a comment saying how it went and if there's anything that other people should know so that they can benefit from your experience. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again with another video.